Hey, Travels with Dottie here. Traveling with Dottie today. She's next to me in the car, and we are on our way to Jam Veterinary Services. It's Sunday afternoon, just a couple days before the election, the big election in 2024. So we have this appointment, and there are 4 things that need to be addressed. Number 1 is Dottie's vaccination for rabies is expired, or I think within a day or 2, so we need to get that updated. Number 2, Dottie's had a heart murmur for a long time, and we like to keep the heart murmur monitored. And there's like 5 classes of heart murmur, and I think Dottie's a class 2 or 3. Anyway, it's a class where it's not producing symptoms, but we need to keep an eye on it in case it gets worse and symptoms start, where we would need to have some pharmacological intervention. So also we want to check her weight. The doc said let's get her down to 27, 28 pounds, and we'll see if we got anywhere near that. I've really cut back on the snacks. I think she looks great, but we'll have to get her on that scale and see how she's doing. And the 4th thing is I have noticed that like if I'm sitting out in a chair, Dottie used to be able to jump up into my lap easily, and she's really rarely able to do it now, which makes me suspect that maybe we have some arthritis or some other joint issue going on. So I'd like the doc to take a look at that and hopefully recommend some treatment. So that's what's going on there. George went in the spring. George is fine. George doesn't need anything. So George is at home. You got the sun right in your face here, which means that I'm pointed to those mountains, or California, that you see in front of you. California, due west. That's if you saw the video the other day where Pahrump Cheryl and I went to Poca and to the fire department fundraiser, and saw Wonder Hussy and Wandering Gypsy. We got to talk to Wandering Gypsy, but not Wonder Hussy. Wonder Hussy she had a long line the entire time, and the line wasn't getting shorter, it was getting longer by the time we left. So I was able to see her close up, but I wasn't able to talk to her. And it's got to be exhausting to do that. I mean, she was constantly taking selfies with pictures, signing things, cheerfully talking to people. Exhausting. I'm very impressed. So the other thing I think we need to do is, because of my couple of trips into the desert, my truck is just caked with desert dirt. So I think we're going to try to stop by the car wash on the way back. What do you think, Dottie? And wash the car. So at least we get started in Quartzsite with a clean car. I get it that it won't last more than a week. It won't last more than a couple of days in Quartzsite, but I'd like to just have it clean for the trip, maybe. What do you think about that, Dottie? Lots of political signs all over the place, text messages coming through, and and emails, and it's reaching a feverish pace. I just saw in I think it was CBS Sunday Morning, they said something like, I don't know how many, it was like $80 billion or something being spent on these two campaigns. $80 billion. And they have the nerve to send emails begging for $5, $50, $100 from us after they spent all that money. Are you kidding me? Something is very, very wrong with that whole thing. That's just, this campaign finance stuff is just ridiculous. I mean, come on. And for $80 billion, and correct me if I'm wrong about that number, but I'm pretty sure that's what they said. Maybe 50. I don't think I'm exaggerating by much. How many people in need could have been helped by that? I'm looking for my vet. I think it's here somewhere on the right. Jam Veterinary Services, there it is. Okay, I'm not crazy, it's here. For a minute I was like a little concerned. Do we have a parking space? It's usually really, really busy here. It's hard to find a parking space. All right, so I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna park too close to this lady, and she's trying to deal with her kids and everything. It's real tight here. It always has been. Tight parking spaces, not enough of them. But I think they have a lot of patients come in Sunday afternoons. I really think. So I'm gonna park here all the way down at the end. All right, well, I'm not going to film inside there, but I am going to come out and I will tell you what the doctor says. Well, this is pretty good. It's nothing but good news. Dottie went from 30 pounds to 26 pounds, which she's fighting weight for Dottie, perfect weight. And as a result, her heart murmur went from a class 2 to a class 1. That's good. There's 6 classes. 6 is the worst. 1 is the best. Barely detectable. No treatment required. She got her shots, her rabies and Bordello, I think is the other one. Anyway, she's up to date on her vaccinations, and the doc said, yeah, it really looks like she probably has the beginnings of osteoarthritis. It's common. Expected and common. She's 9.5 years old, and we got some Rimadyl, so we'll start giving her. We can give her up to 2 a day, but we'll. Unfortunately, they didn't have the chewable. I had with my old dog. We had chewable, but we'll deal with this. Put a little peanut butter, Dottie, on a pill, and I bet you'll swallow it. See how that does. With my old dog, Rimadyl did very well, but in her teeth she's never had dental work, and her teeth look stellar, no issues whatsoever. So the report is Dottie is in amazing health, right, Dottie? And here she is. Glad to be out of the vet's office, and and probably pretty happy to be going home and getting her dinner and going for her evening walk. And we're pretty happy here. So it's a great update for the Dottie dog. Take care. See you the next time. Thanks for watching.